Hello and welcome, everybody. It is Spreading the Nerd. I'm your host, Clint Coombs, and joining me today, as always, is Rick Davis. Today, we are going to go over the 2025 Spreading the Nerd recap and kind of go over like what our favorite games were, what our favorite times of the year were, all the good stuff. Probably some negative stuff in there too, but that's okay. Um, so, I guess to get us started, how you doing, sir?
I'm okay. For those who don't know, I mean, most people I'm assuming do because I've talked about it nonstop for 2 weeks now. I am on
Understandable, though.
I am on a
Understandable.
new computer. I excitedly got my computer last Saturday, so it's been 6 days. Was planning to wait until next month, maybe the month after, but OpenAI decided I shouldn't have to wait by buying all the RAM in the entire friggin' world and increasing the cost of everything to the point I went, you know what? Maybe I need to just buy this damn thing now.
Yeah, it's probably the
uh,
smarter.
so for those who are familiar with Micro Center, I got a Power Spec G913, which is a very good computer. It is a. I'll just run through the specs real quick because I'm excited.
Okay, don't
Uh,
make us all feel bad.
you got basically the same computer,
I know, I know.
but it's a Ryzen 9 9900X3D, a GeForce 5080, and 64 gig of RAM. So it is pretty high spec. I am very hyped. I've been playing a couple pretty demanding games, all fully maxed out, and they look awesome. And I am full PC Master Race now.
Isn't it such a good feeling?
It is. It
Like
is.
I don't
Like
want to.
you know the meme of the royalty guys. Like I totally
Yeah,
feel like that's me now. I do.
like I don't want to like shit on anybody or anything. Like, but man, when you can play a game on PC with everything maxed and ray tracing and oh, it's
and,
just
and like
so
no joke,
good.
it really is. It's like I have never had a computer this high spec before. When
Yep.
I bought the one, um, in 2020, I think it was a good computer, but it wasn't like this good. So it's like yeah, I've basically got what the second or third fastest gaming processor on the market now, the third
Yeah.
fastest GPU. So I'm like, yeah, this is by far the highest I've ever been, and like, yeah, I'm thrilled. I think I told you, like, I even had some hesitancies. Like, I was like, man, do I really want to do this? Maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah,
And
you do.
honestly, like even up to buying that, I'm like, I'm super excited that I'll have a gaming computer, but do I want to go through this process? And 6 days later, I'm like, oh yeah, this was
Yeah. Yep.
like there's not 1 ounce of doubt in my mind that I made the right choice by getting this now.
Yep. Yeah, it's a special feeling. And like what you were saying, like the day before you got it, it was like anxious and nervousness and just like
I mean, I'm kind of a anxiously if that's a
oh
word
well I am just
person
in
anyway. So
general
like
with like new
all that
tech.
ran through my head was like, oh god, I got to do all this setting. I mean, when I did it, I'm like, man, I set this thing up in like 15 minutes, not kind of downloading things.
Yeah,
And
it
told
doesn't.
you, the biggest issue I had was my Firefox bookmarks didn't transfer. And so what I ended up doing, I don't even know if I told you what I ended up doing the next day, because I was like, man, I don't want to take this out to put my computer back in, because I did have some bookmarks I couldn't lose, like to pay my car payment and stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't want to.
So I was going to have to somehow get this back, but I didn't have any extra monitors that I could just like throw on the dining room table. I was like, you know what? I'll just plug this damn thing in through HDMI to my TV and do it. That way I don't have to disconnect it. And that's what I did. And
Okay.
the problem, actually, contrary to my profane rants on Saturday or Sunday, I'm sorry, the issue was not Firefox. The issue was my computer, for whatever reason, did not sync. My old computer,
Oh,
not
okay.
the new one. So when I did that, I still downloaded, because my point was I went on to download the bookmarks as like the HTML file or whatever, as well
Yeah.
as my saved passwords. That I didn't care that much if I didn't get them, but I needed the bookmarks. When I synced it, I turned the new one back on. Boom, they came right back up. I was like, man, all that time that was the problem, but everything else went perfectly smooth. Very, 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 very easy transition.
Good. 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 Yeah, it doesn't take that much, thankfully, especially with like download speeds and stuff nowadays. It's
Yeah,
so much
actually,
quicker.
my other one downloaded fast because I do have my computer uh, wired to the router, or to the modem rather.
Yep.
Um, that first night, when I downloaded Cyberpunk was the first thing I downloaded because I'm like, yeah, this is obviously the main like test.
As you
game.
do.
It downloaded Cyberpunk in like 7 minutes, and that's like 110 gig game. I'm like, man, that was really fast actually. So, but it also was downloaded to a NVMe drive, so that has to be taken into account. But either way, I was like, yeah, maybe some of that was Windows 11 versus 10. I don't know, but either way, very smooth. As I told you, I'm putting in. I have 2 other 4 terabyte drives. I had one in my old computer, and I bought one when I bought this computer. They're being put in tomorrow. So once that's done,
nice.
This thing will be ready to go. I mean, it's already ready to go, but it'll be totally done and ready to go. You know.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like you said, we basically have the same exact computer.
Different processor, but only barely.
Yeah. And the only thing is, I only have a 2 terabyte in mine, and I would like to get maybe at least two more, but I'm just lazy and I don't want to take my graphics card out because it's
that is the part that I'm like, I can't wait till this is over because I'm just like I just said, I'm gonna be stressing about this. I'm like, God, I hope nothing goes wrong, even though nothing's gonna go wrong. But I just want to get that over with.
And then it'll be smooth sailing from there.
And then I can put anything and everything I want on it because
that's right.
Let's say 9 terabyte because you got roughly like I think it's 800 gig to install Windows. I got basically 9 terabyte to install stuff. If that's not enough, then I probably need to reconsider what
you're saying is that you've got plenty of room to fit Mind's Eye on your PC. Is what you're saying.
I would have to have the PC version of that, but no, I do not have enough space for that. I don't have the patience for that.
Oh God! Just think
I'll bet you this thing could run Mind's Eye at 35 frames a second. I'll bet.
Probably. I never even looked if it like how it ran on PC.
Well, at launch it was horrible. I have no idea if it's any better now.
Yeah. So besides, I mean, you were talking about Cyberpunk and stuff like that. Have you been playing anything new or just like kind of like experimenting with your PC?
Well, nothing new necessarily, but basically 3 major things I've been playing on it was, and they're all definitely like benchmarking games. Is Cyberpunk, obviously. Put it with path tracing, 4x frame gen, totally maxed out. It looks insane, and
it's so good.
And I mean, obviously, Cyberpunk is made with all future tech in mind. Or I shouldn't say Cyberpunk. CD Projekt Red games are made with future tech always, right? It's like if tomorrow Nvidia released DLSS 5 and it had some, CD Projekt Red would go back and patch it into Cyberpunk. But yes, it looks amazing. This is the frame gen count, obviously, but it never once dropped below like 200 frames a second. So in reality, it's getting like 110, 120 or so.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean that's high enough that the frame gen doesn't artifact, so it's
exactly
it looks insane. I've been playing Stalker, which that one I actually did turn off frame gen entirely, but everything is maxed out and it never drops below 100. It's just since that one's like such like a dedicated like shooter. Frame gen, you can feel it at times. It's not always, but at times. So I just turned it off and just run it standard. I also think I have it on DLAA as well instead of DLSS, and it still runs like that. What's up, Freight? And Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora.
Avatar is so gorgeous. I mean, I've known people have played it and they like it and stuff. I think that game is underrated for how good the graphics really are in that game.
Yeah, and actually, the other thing about it is also extraordinarily well optimized. Like
it is,
It ran well on my old computer. It's just now I could kick it up an even higher degree. And what's interesting about it in comparison to the other two are CPU hogs. Avatar is not. Avatar is actually pretty easy on the CPU. But it is a GPU hog. But that's why my computer could run it okay. Was I had a 3080, so I had a good GPU. But the CPU wasn't bottlenecking it there. However, now again I can fully max it out. It looks awesome.
Nice.
But I'll probably end up getting once I get these new drives installed. I told you I'll probably end up rebuying Battlefield 6 and then play it on here and save myself some PS5 hard drive space.
Yeah, that too.
But how about you? What have you been playing?
Well, you had started talking about Cyberpunk. So I was like, I got that itch again to try and finish that game again for
Would you agree though? Like, just when you get a new computer, it's the first thing you have to start on.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, it's not even a competition. Like,
and
that
honestly,
is what pushed your computer through
that,
the...
Witcher 3 was the one.
Yes.
Yeah. So it definitely seems like it used to be Crysis for forever was the one that you.
If you look at some benchmarkings, they still do use Crysis just because it is one of the worst optimized games ever made.
Yeah, so. That one, and I remember Far Cry, the original Far Cry when it first came out was a huge Fable or Castle in chat. WoW is number one game to put on your computer. That's true.
That actually hurt me. That hurt me.
That's also a good test because that doesn't have frame generation or anything.
Right.
And even with the beast of a PC, if I'm in a town, now I get over like 90 frames and I'm like, oh hell yeah, 90 frames on a 20-year-old game. Yes. It's like
it is what I mean.
There's so much going on though.
I did play for a very short period of time. I did play a while back in the day. And I remember whatever that dwarf city is that everybody goes to.
Yeah.
If you had a monster PC back then, you were lucky to get 15
frames a second. Yeah, it's when we're all in raid together and stuff, you can have the best computer going, and even with the graphics turned down, it's still like can be a slog at times. But so yeah, it's pretty good. But
Ironforge
playing Ironforge, yep. So I started playing Cyberpunk again, and I don't know why. I always liked the game.
What a game!
I always liked the game, but I was before. I don't know what if it was classes, what I was playing or whatever. But this time I decided to go like heavy into Netrunner with pistol.
It's the way to play it, man. Netrunner is so much more fun.
Yeah, and I never really did Netrunner before, so I think it's really clicking this time. I'm like, ooh. This is awesome.
What's interesting then is if you didn't play it that way before, the 2.0 update when they totally changed the skill trees is where they really made right.
The frames will be through the roof. It'll catch fire. It's going so fast.
I've told her she can have my old PC, which would run Sims crazy well. But she's right. There's really nowhere to put it, and that is the problem.
That's true.
But anyway, so when they changed the way that the skill trees work, they really took Netrunner from being okay to being like the way to play it, because that's really when you could start queuing up multiple things on enemies.
Yes.
Prior to that, you can only do one at a time. It feels really good. So good now with how they did it with the skill tree.
So I've been playing that, and I have been sticking to that one pretty good. Still playing Octopath Traveler. The villains in that game are fucking brutal.
I'm not sure what that means, right?
You used to get your Sims, and if they went into the pool,
I thought you were talking about Cyberpunk,
and they would drown. No. Yeah, so they would drown.
Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. So I've been playing Octopath Traveler. There's some evil characters. Definitely some of the evilest characters I've seen in an RPG. It's pretty good. What else did I was playing something else? Arc Raiders, of course. Way too much. Battlefield.
And not enough Battlefield. We haven't played Battlefield.
I did just finish the Battle Pass or whatever it is.
When?
So that's done. But I think
played without me. You cheating.
I did. Well, someone doesn't have it on PC, and I don't play without.
I still have it. I still own the damn thing.
I didn't want to tear you away from your PC, though. But other than that, it's been a really friggin' busy. I mean, we didn't have a show last week, so I was gone driving all weekend. And a side note, Vermont, if anybody's here from Vermont or listens from Vermont 10 years from now, your roads fucking suck and you need to do something about it. God,
they're not so good in Pennsylvania either. We're pretty
I went through the whole state of Vermont from the New York state line to the New Hampshire state line, 25 miles per hour.
That is brutal.
I could have.
I
was
going the long way through Vermont. It's going.
Yeah, I was chewing bullets. But anyways, yeah, I haven't it's just been busy and stuff, so I haven't played too much. Like I said, I've actually been hitting Cyberpunk pretty hard. Arc Raiders. I need help. I think I need to see a therapist or something about Arc Raiders because
you know what the cure to Arc Raiders is?
I
Battlefield.
can't uninstall it.
Battlefield.
Yeah.
We have had a very disturbing lack of weird anime girl touching memes about Battlefield this year, and I'm not okay with that.
True.
I'm not okay with that. That was kind of a thing.
I know, and I don't know why that's a thing. If you look under any chat and you go under like, oh, I'm going to add a GIF, whatever, and you type in "hop on Battlefield," and it's not just it's all the Battlefields. It's just like anime love scenes of like people kissing or holding hands, and they're like hop on.
The holding hands one. There's a reason I always use that one because it cracks me up how it blurs out the hand holding. It hits my sense of humor perfectly. Like I think that's just so ridiculous.
It's so over the top. So yeah, if you just go in if you want to laugh, just type in "hop on Battlefield" on any chat thing, and you'll see some crazy stuff.
I've seen them for a bunch of games. Castle. I think I've even seen it for Rocket League, but I have seen more for Battlefield than anything else. I will agree with Clint on that.
And I think I made one for
you did, and it was made me real uncomfortable because it was
it was literally like two guys like walking and like kiss or something, and I was like, and I didn't
what are you doing here?
And I didn't even say like hop on Battlefield. It was like hop on Battlefield, Rick, or something like that.
Yeah, it was really personal. It made me very uncomfortable.
So good. So Battlefield. Other than that,
what'd you get to eat, Soken? We got to talk about what you got to eat.
Yeah, I'm fucking hungry. You know what's sad? I was, like I said, busy. So speaking of food and, off the rails RNG stuff, I didn't have really anything here to eat. So I was like going through the cupboard, and for dinner, I made a box of gratin potatoes, and that's what I had for dinner. I'm sitting there and I was watching. It was a real like fucking come down to earth moment or pray, come to Jesus or whatever. I was sitting on my couch, and here I am, a 40-year-old man, eating a box of gratin potatoes, watching the new Star Trek episode, and I was like, I've hit rock bottom.
You could hear every female on Earth going away from you at that time, right?
I was like, this is my life now. I'm just gonna fully accept it. I'm like, and then me yelling at Star Trek, oh, this writing's horrible. Like, so I promise I do actually make decent food. I was just lazy today, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't have to cook for anybody. A gratin potatoes.
As soon as your daughter moves out, you're like, all right, no women in the house. Gotta eat garbage now.
Pretty much. She came home. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and she came in, and I didn't know she was gonna spend. I thought she was leaving. So she like opens up the fridge, and she's like, "There's nothing here." I was like, I didn't know you were coming. Well, usually when I come home, I stop. I buy enough for me to eat that night. It's because I don't want anything to go bad or whatever. So yeah, it's like Castle. Yes, it's Star Trek Academy. I was watching. Yeah.
Have you also removed the box springs like that from your bed so that the mattress is laying straight on the floor now? You might as well just
I haven't.
You might as well go full stereotype right now, man.
I haven't gotten that far. Thankfully, I will go shopping this weekend. I will actually have like meats and whatever.
Nicole, who for those who don't know, but I think everybody knows that's my wife. She's speaking truth here. What Nora is like? I don't think Lipton actually make them anymore. But it's
I know what you mean.
I
know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Totally unhealthy, and it doesn't matter. I can eat a whole bag or whole package. In one sitting. When I was a younger man, I used to always make a whole box of mac and cheese. I feel like garbage afterwards, but it's like
I did. I did have a box of that quick make mac and cheese, and I was like, no, I don't want that. And then I don't know why the gratin potatoes was speaking to me.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that brand name, but I mean I know what boxed mashed potatoes are. So
I know what you mean. Yeah. I mean I've got like eggs and stuff in there. I was just being lazy. I'm like, I can throw this in a, baking pan and forget about it. And then I sat on my couch and had, life thoughts. but here we are, Anyways, that'll make a good clip for the socials there. But yeah, like other than that, no, not really playing anything. I'm kind of almost in that mood of there's a lot of games in January and March that I want to play, and when there's a game I want to play in the future, like if there's a few days before, I get in a slump where like, no, I don't want to play anything. I get like in a mood.
Kind of the same way. Well, yes, because I'm like all I want to do is play the game that's not out yet.
Right. Yeah. So I get in a mood, and I'm a little goddamn child. So I'm not quite there yet, but I'm also like, I need to finish some games because this year is already crazy.
I haven't looked overly close, but as far as I can tell, I think the first game coming out that I'm interested in is. No, I lied. Resident Requiem is what I was going to say. Yeah. No, there is something before that actually. Neo 3. Neo 3 comes out in like.
Isn't that like almost the same day as?
No, it's the beginning of February, I believe.
Okay.
Requiem's the 27th. I think Neo 3 might be like the 9th.
Yeah. So I've got Code Vein at the end of this month, which is the 29th, which I'm looking forward to.
This might surprise you. I don't think I'm going to get that. I have Code Vein. It actually also was a PS Plus game of the month 1 year. I have never played it. I watched their like whatever it was, like 8-minute whatever it was thing. I'm like, I don't know. I know everyone likes Code Vein, and I get it. I like the aesthetic and everything like that. So this just doesn't look quite right to me. But
yeah. Silken in chat says I fell into Warframe. I have seen you've been playing that a lot, buddy. Afraid I started.
The thing moved. There we go. Sorry.
I actually did boot up Division 2 real quick, and I was like, I played it for a little bit. I'm like, man, this is a good game. I was like, I gotta put it down because I don't want to get I don't want to get sucked back into this right now, as much as I do want to play it. It's so good. I really hope. Supposedly the news of the Division 1 remaster or definitive edition is going to be in March.
That's when I assume it'll be announced. But
yeah, if that releases, I will definitely get into that, especially if they have like crossplay and stuff. Oh yeah.
I will say, I told you, it's like when I saw that news, I was like, oh, realism mode. Oh yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, it does suck. Finding
out that it's a limited time mode, and it's only for the new expansion, Warlords of New York, whatever it's called. Yep. It's like, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just make it a mode that people can play? Because that's exactly what I want out of that game. That's exactly what I want.
Yep.
Silken, you're throwing fighting words out there, man.
My God, throwing baguettes, Jesus.
Baguettes, sharpened baguettes.
Assassin's Creed Shadows is something I need to finish. I full-heartedly really like that game. I just also F in chats for Anthem. That's a game that shouldn't have died, but because of fucking poor management.
Well, I would argue it also should not have existed in its form, but
yeah, that sucks. Especially, I just remember playing it, and after a couple weeks it came out, after like deep diving on some stuff, the way the stats worked, it was so screwed up that if you had a gray weapon, it was better than like a purple or legendary weapon because of the stats. And so I was like, Jesus Christ, guys, come on. I really, really wish Anthem 2.0 would have happened, but what can we do?
Unfortunately, it's a game that it probably could have been honestly awesome if it was just a single player game instead of being an unnecessary live service game. Yeah. Like that, and then, that was probably what killed that game.
Yeah. And speaking of another one that's dying, I think it's I think it's January 31st of next year, 2027. Amazon's New World game is getting shut down for good.
I thought it already was. I thought that was big
nope,
news.
they had just announced it, but they said they're going to give it another year. There was another company.
I swear I saw news that said they took it offline already.
No, it's still next year.
Or maybe they took it off for sale. Maybe that's
it's off for sale. Yeah, you can't buy it anymore.
That might be what it was. Yeah.
But someone offered it. Some company offered. They said, "Take it or leave it. We'll buy it for $25 million. No games should die." And I was like, "Take it. It's dead. Take the 25 mil." And so it's sad to see a game like that die. I played it for a little bit. It's not terrible. It's not fantastic, but it still sucks. There's still a decent community around it that, people play it. So just sucks. Yeah, Anthem, other games, shitty. But let's see some news. One thing I wanted to talk about, it's not like huge news, but did you see that they, Monster Hunter Wilds is still running like shit on PC?
I saw why. Yep. It's because of the DLC check.
Some guy was playing. He's like, all of a sudden my game runs fine now, and because I have all the DLC,
so it didn't have to run the check,
so it wasn't constantly checking.
That is a monstrous and unbelievably huge L on Capcom right there. Ridiculous. Like let's be honest with you, that's unacceptable. That is completely unacceptable.
It's so terrible that the game is checking so hard constantly, whether you have DLC, that it's hitting your performance. It's like, what is going on?
Yeah, why does it have to check it repeatedly? Like, why can't it just check it at startup? That doesn't make any sense.
Or like even as you're loading back to camp and then loading on a mission or something, why is it checking it, like you said, while you're running around and stuff?
And I don't know if you saw, but Digital Foundry did a test on this and verified that is correct. Yep. I guess somebody has already made a mod that causes it to not do that, and it runs something like 30 frames a second better on PC. It's like, God, what a monumental screw up.
Yeah,
Jesus. Yeah. Still get it right. Like, this is the first time that like there was always the joke that EA was going to start charging for better performance. Capcom is the actual one that did it. They actually did it.
And from what I hear, I think I got Resident Evil 4 Remake on the PC, and that one ran fine. But from what I hear, Capcom games in general have a hard time on PC. But I haven't played enough on PC to actually see if that's true or not. But
it doesn't seem like that's going to be a thing with Requiem, because they are working directly with NVIDIA. Like NVIDIA was using Requiem as a like promotional thing for DLSS 4.5 and Frame Gen 6X and all that stuff. So
yeah, we did have that. What was it? That was yesterday, right? The
yes,
Resident Evil, which
that was earlier. They showed that at CES.
They did, show that earlier, yeah. And we really didn't get too much new info on the Resident Evil. There was like the classic mode, which is going to be available right at the beginning. I think they said of you're going to have the typewriter save and stuff.
Well, yeah, and what's nice is that unlike 2 and 3 and 7, I think it was the you don't have to play it on hardcore or whatever to do it. You can do it on normal with requiring the tape ribbons, although it sounds like that's only for Grace. It doesnn't sound like that's the case with Leon. I thought they specifically said for Grace's game.
Yeah. And then they had they were talking about Leon and this new Ellipsis. Was it Ellipsis?
Elpis.
That is something that he has.
Something like that, yeah.
But other than that, we got some new footage of.
He has sepsis.
That's it. There was some good kill shots from Leon killing stuff. I was like, that looked really good. And man, we're just talking about graphics, but man, when the RE engine shines, it friggin' shines. That game, it looks really good.
It's wild too, because there's times where it's starting to show its age, but I think maybe sometimes Capcom uses it for games they maybe shouldn't, like Monster Hunter Wilds, for example.
Yes, yeah.
And it's not a good engine for like bigger environments like that. But when you get more like streamlined, straightforward, linear, although rumor is there might actually be some open world aspect to RE9, but they didn't confirm that yesterday as everyone thought they would. However, it's much better at a narrow, linear thing. But
we didn't get a demo, which pisses me off. I thought for sure we'd get a demo.
Still early. They said they're showing it again No, never mind. Never mind. I believe they said the next showing will be on February 27th, which is release date. So
Yeah, so
I don't believe there's any more showings of it.
Alex says the open world was the old version and that got scrapped. Okay, probably because it ran like shit. And other quick news is that Kathleen Kennedy stepping down from Star Wars. I just want to mention throw that out there, and just praise Jesus, praise the stars.
I want to say I love Ryan
Egyptian
McCaffrey
gods,
from IGN, but for
everything.
some reason he was kind of like defensive of her. It's like, dude, she sucked. She was terrible. That said, I'm also going to say something controversial. Lately, Dave Filoni has not been any better.
Yeah.
He started very good, right? Rebels.
Oh yeah, he was on fire.
Those were great.
Yeah.
The minute he started doing the Disney shit, which is when you got to have something all the freaking time, his stuff started to turn to shit. Like, if people like it, that's fine. I watched that trailer at the movie for Grogu and Mandalorian. That movie was fucking horrible. That looks terrible.
I'll definitely go see it.
Season 2 of Mandalorian was bad, and season 3 was dreadful.
I did not like season 3 at all. She did greenlight Andor. However, she wanted it to be a buddy cop at the beginning, like a buddy cop style, and I'm so glad it didn't go that way. Freight, did our expectations grow so much that we are extremely hard to satisfy? I don't think so, because as a Star Wars fan,
I was just saying that's absolutely not the case with me.
Yeah, a Star Wars fan, I am such a Star Wars fan that even if it's like somewhat mediocre, I'll eat that shit up. But man,
there is way too much of it now.
Yeah.
I
never thought I would ever say
exactly. In 2015, I was like, no, I'll take all you give me. Give me everything. I love it. And then when they're like, okay, that's what we'll do, I was like, okay, never mind. I changed my mind. Yeah, because I love it. Not anymore.
Is this true? Is this true?
I don't know if you ever noticed, when I wear a yellow shirt, it is a Jar Jar Binks shirt.
I like Jar Jar. Jar Jar's fine. I think he gets.
Here we go. Hot take time, and this is not a hot take because it's true. Contrary to popular belief, Jar Jar Binks is not the worst character in Star Wars movies. We'll say movies. That distinction goes solely.
Careful now. Careful.
Oh no, I'll bet you'll agree with me when I say this. Actually. I forget her last name, but it's Rose Turco, whatever.
Oh, there's Alex right there. Rose Tico.
Tico, thank you. Rose Tico. Here's the thing. Jar Jar served a purpose to the story.
Absolutely.
Rose Tico did not. All she did was I'm not saying badmouth Marie Tran, I think is her name. Because it's not her. She didn't write the character. She just acted it.
Yeah, no, it was.
Rian Johnson should have been taken out back and bludgeoned to death with a sledgehammer for writing Rose Tico the way he did.
It was pretty bad.
She was awful. All she did was grind the story, which was already bad to begin with, to a complete halt. Yes, Nicole, she was. I'm sorry. Rose Tico was awful.
Freight, I am as much as I'm like bashing Star Wars right now, I still am a fanboy, and Starfighter I am so excited for.
I am cautiously optimistic because I do like Ryan Gosling and I like Starfighter stuff. But it's still Star Wars, so I'm still going to go approach it with very much questioning its quality.
And Mia Goth's in it too, and I love Mia Goth. Oh God. I love Mia Goth. She's gorgeous. She's just awesome.
This is a new camera, by the way, but why is it so out of focus?
I did see that, afraid too, that Tom Cruise shot a fight scene in that or something. So that should be interesting. He shot it himself, like he actually recorded it type of thing. So that could be cool.
I'm a Tom Cruise fan. I don't care about him personally at all. I don't give a shit one way or the other.
No, yeah.
But he is a guy, love him or hate him, he genuinely cares about his craft.
He does.
He is genuinely passionate about film. And so you got to appreciate that.
Yep. And Twyla's Black in the background, and it's
Yeah,
fine.
I assume
It's
you can
the
hear her.
official. It's the
She was going
official pet
crazy.
of spreading the
It's-
nerd. So
It's the background music.
that's fine. Yeah, she also doesn't like Kennedy. So let's
Yeah,
see. What
well,
else did we have for news?
no one should.
What else did we have for news? I thought there was. I know there was some stuff.
There was something.
There was some.
I forgot what it was.
Netflix also got exclusive streaming rights to Legend of Zelda whenever that comes out. Whoop-de-doo. There was a couple other things. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, there was something. I totally forget.
Sony's new.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Sophie Turner.
Oh yeah, for Tomb Raider. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have to see how it goes, but in terms of the shot they took, she looks the part to me.
Yeah. No, I was on social media and I posted. I said it looks very Tomb Raider, PS1 era, and I'm okay with this. I think she rocked it. And there was a couple people who were like, yeah, and then there was a few others that were just like, you just got to fucking hate to hate type of thing. And I'm like, guys, it has not even out yet. Like, calm down.
Something to remember is no matter what it is, the internet doesn't like it. So you do have to remember.
Yeah. But once again, it'll all come down to writing. But I know Sigourney Weaver's in it too, and there's another guy in it that's really good. Shit, I can't remember. But Sigourney Weaver's in it, so that's also a plus. And yeah, I thought she looked fine. She looked good.
Now that said, obviously we're a ways out. Maybe in motion it won't work at all. We don't know.
Oh yeah, who knows? The writing could be so bad, or she can't develop into the character. Who knows? God
knows the Tomb Raider movies have not had good writing so far. So
that's really kind of only up at this point.
Yeah.
And then Ryan Hurst as Kratos. I think that's a perfect pick. I think that's really good. I think it's good.
He'd be good as Thor as well.
Yes. I wonder how. There was literally a few
I don't see anybody talking about it, but I think today they also confirmed. I don't know what her name is, but the chick who played Sif in Ragnarok plays her as in.
Really?
Yeah, I forget what her name is. I didn't know who she was.
I can't remember her name off the top of my head too, but I've actually started watching her. She does her own Dungeons and Dragons show. She's a DM for Dungeons and Dragons, and so she's awesome. She's another crush, along with 500. She'd be fine with me eating, boxed potatoes and watching Star Trek. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
In fact, I'm sure she's magnetized to it.
I'm sure. If only there was a guy.
All you need to be doing is also painting Warcraft figures while you're watching.
It's great. It's great.
You'll have the trifecta.
I'm onto something. I promise. I thought I wrote something else down, but god damn it. Let's see. Pokemon Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 update got postponed. Whoop-de-doo.
I'm not bad-mouthing Warhammer. So you
Oh yeah, no.
I am not bad.
No, Warhammer's good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, unfortunately, Krista's not here to geek out about it, but we got the Echo the Dolphin news, which technically isn't really news.
Oh, yes.
We kind of knew about it, but it got more clarified, I guess, which is to say that.
Yeah, we did know about it, but like you said, just more clarification, which is great. It's been far too dormant.
Yeah, I can't wait to curl up in a ball in the fetal position and cry because
hopefully it's not as
there is only one game I've ever played that gave me the existential crisis that Echo the Dolphin did. And that was Nier Automata, which gave me an existential crisis like I never thought I'd have in my entire life.
So I never played Echo because it was the Genesis, but I heard it was hard. But the one
it's not hard, it's impossible.
As a kid, that was hard for me and made me rage like Dark Souls style was
Battletoads.
No, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES. And it was the underwater level where you had to like disarm bombs, but everything around you fucking shocked you and you couldn't breathe. And it was, God.
Well, it sounds like you were playing Echo the Dolphin and playing one of the most notorious levels of all time. It is the next to last mission. It is called The Machine. First of all, it plays the most haunting music ever that to this day. I have not played Echo the Dolphin in probably 35 years. I can hear every fucking note of that level in my head, every single note. And it's an auto scroller, and it scrolls really friggin' fast. And there's all kinds of, like, you literally have to memorize the path that you go.
Yeah.
When you get through it, you go to fight the final boss, which is the Vortex Queen. If you die, you have to do the machine again.
I haven't played one in ages where it's like an auto scroller, and man, I've never liked any map, any game that has auto scrolling.
And also, I mean, to be fair, this level is universally hated. There's nobody like this level. It doesn't just scroll left to right. It scrolls up and down, and sometimes it fakes you out. It'll scroll up, so you start to follow it up, and all of a sudden it starts to go back the other way because it tries to get you trapped in a dead end. You literally have to memorize the path through the maze. It's brutal. But number one, that game was stunningly beautiful when it came out. Like it just
when it came out, yes, it
to
was
this
gorgeous.
day, it is one of the finest examples of pixel art. I know pixel art's disgusting, and we don't like pixel art, and
it was 2D.
We only play 3D games here because you cannot enjoy a 2D game.
Not in this
However,
house.
if you put yourself back in our lizard brains of 1993 or whatever year it was, that game was gorgeous, and it truly did have amazing music. And I'll be honest with you, it is one of the first games that really kind of like made you feel like it. I can't describe it if you don't play it. I have never played a game that makes you feel more lonely than that game, and it's intentional. Like you feel so alone and cut off from everything when you're playing that game. And you're like it. You look at the cover; it's this happy-looking dolphin jumping out of the water with stars on his head.
Yeah,
and it kicks you in the balls 3 minutes into the game.
You're like, wait a minute.
But I want to be very clear. It is a wonderful game. It is just, it's very, very, very.
Did they have one on the Dreamcast?
They did. Technically not made by the original people. And I'm trying to see what's going on here. I don't know what CGI dots means, Nicole. But
I want a game and just people in CGI dots.
Do you mean like
Avatar? Like before they?
Oh, maybe that is what she means.
Before they go. I don't know.
There probably is one out there somewhere if you look in the right place. But yes, it was called. So there was Echo the Dolphin, Echo the Tides of Time.
Yep.
And then the Dreamcast was a like alternate universe spinoff.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember the name of it. Apparently it was pretty good, but I actually never played it.
I don't know why. Just thinking of Dreamcast and water thing. Do you remember? My God.
Seaman?
Yeah, I was gonna say it had Leonard Nimoy. Fucking Seaman.
I never played this. Actually, I didn't know he voiced him.
Yeah, Leonard Nimoy did. It was the fucking stupidest thing. It was so wild. God, I miss fucking Sega. Like having.
Do you think it was also intentionally named Seaman? It had to have been, right?
It had to have.
There's no way that wasn't caught like very early.
Yeah, they had to have known. But yeah, it was voiced by Leonard Nimoy, and
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
It was something. It was something. Holding up that stupid controller with the microphone, talking to Seaman.
That's right. I forgot you had to talk to it.
Mm-hmm.
See, now here's real quick. Got to do one round of Xbox bashing. Seaman was like Project Milo, except it actually existed.
Fucking Milo. Oh God, that's
Connect
going
sucked.
back.
And Project Milo. I don't know if you know this. Project Milo was a complete fucking lie.
Yeah.
Like they even said that there was nothing there. Like that was a totally rehearsed script, and like they were just reading off the script, and that was pre-recorded. It's like that might be the least surprising thing I've ever read. But
yeah, it was something. All right. Yeah, the whole Kinect thing. I'm glad that fucking died.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I don't like motion controls in the first place, and that was the most egregious of them.
Yep. No, motion controls just don't even come near me with it. That's like half the time I didn't play the Wii or anything.
I don't want to say that because there are exceptions to that. Like I prefer playing Metroid with the pointer controls. It's not really motion controls to be fair.
No, because it is like a cursor instead of actually like.
Actually, in the case of Metroid Prime 4, I guess technically it is motion controls because there's no IR sensor. It's reading it based off the movement, but that is the exception and not the rule. I usually do not like motion controls.
Yeah, me neither.
So we about ready to...
It's like, you can move the control like on Cyberpunk on the Switch. It's like you can move the Switch, the whole thing to shoot, and I'm like, no.
There's a what do you want to call it? Like a asterisk to that. That does work really well when you're playing in handheld mode because you don't have the precision with the sticks. That actually does help a lot to like fine tune it. But most of the time, I agree. I don't want to play it that way.
Yeah, no. Like I said, that's half the reason why I didn't play half the games on Wii because it was always some stupid like no, get out of here. Get out of here.
Also, until the remake, the Wii version of Resident Evil 4 was actually my favorite version because number one, it had everything. So it had the.
You're right. That is true.
I actually did like the pointer.
That is true.
Best. But then remake came out, and remake actually is better than even the original version. I think so.
Oh, so good. So good. But we didn't get that chainsaw controller, but that's all right.
I held that once. It's.
Did you really?
It is. Yeah, I knew someone that had it. It's beyond useless.
I as soon as they announced it, I was like,
it's
no.
So awkward because you like hold it like this.
It's so stupid.
So you want to move on to our main topic here?
Yeah, let's move on to yeah. So before we go into our picks and stuff, what did you think of overall, like 2025 overall in gaming? Like what did you think of it?
This is probably a relatively contentious opinion, but I actually was pretty disappointed with 2025.
Really?
It had a lot, but it didn't have a lot that was like real high quality. I didn't think it had a couple things that were, but I thought overall it was honestly kind of disappointing. If anything, it was a great year for like patches and updates. But like
that's true
with Stalker and Avatar having the third person mode, and I mean, that's
the myriad of other games. That
like it actually did have a lot of like games that were greatly improved. But in terms of new releasing of games, there were a lot. But again, I would call it. Whereas the year before, 2024, you had like 5 or 6 games that any other year would walk away with Game of the Year, right?
Yeah.
But they were all competing. And actually, really the same thing with 2023. You probably had 3 or 4 games there too. This year, I mean, you had one that was just apparently the industry forgot more than one game existed, but you only really had 2 or maybe 3 genuine competitors for the title this year.
Yeah.
And the reality is, I think most of them would have got crushed in most other years anyway. Like if Expedition 33, I know everyone's gonna hate on me because I don't give a shit. If that came out last year, I don't think it wins much. It would still win soundtrack because soundtrack obviously was still great.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have won Game of the Year. I think it would have got obliterated by what was last year's Game of the Year. It was something amazing. I can't remember what it was.
Was it Baldur's Gate?
The year before was Baldur's Gate. 2023 was
Baldur's Gate.
What the hell was 2024?
2024.
Oh. Maybe it wouldn't have obliterated. I'm sorry. Last year was Astrobot, but it should have been Rebirth. I won't say obliterate. It's tough to say. I think Rebirth,
Astrobot, but I don't know if it was Game of the Year.
Yeah, I actually thought that was
good.
That was a weird selection.
But I think
Rebirth still would have beat it. It's tough to say, but the year before it wouldn't have stood a chance. It's more what I'm getting at. But either way, I thought of the 3 years, I think this year has been the worst, but it hasn't been a bad year. I don't mean it like that. I just mean it didn't have the high nearly as many high highs as.
Yeah, I think you're right there with like the high highs, but I do think this year it seemed like there was a hell of a lot of games out, and I think there was like a good game. There was a ton of good games, and I think there was a lot of good games for like everybody, no matter what you played.
I'll agree with that.
Multiple
it was
JRPGs,
good for
actions.
many different genres. I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you said, maybe stuff that didn't really stick out and was like, holy shit type of thing. Well, my Game of the Year was to me, but yeah, nothing that really.
We might as well just say it's our Game of the Year because we know we both have the same one. We know we do.
Baldwin, I'm interested in the new Final Fantasy games, but I don't really want to play the first 2, only to have to wait who knows how long. Hopefully we'll get
I don't think you gotta wait much longer. I'll bet
I don't think so.
I'll bet you 27 it comes out. So
I think 27. Yep.
Because
I think so.
They have said they're pretty close to feature complete. There's obviously a long way to go from there.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't have been surprised if we got like a small snippet at the Game Awards. I honestly thought we might,
if not before that. I mean, Xbox is making a big push. I wouldn't be surprised if they get something. something at their showcase in June.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, because
I guess for the 5 people that'll actually play it on Xbox.
Yeah. Speaking of Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth actually has got a decent update on, like, they're adding some stuff to it. I guess
they're adding what the Xbox and Switch versions are launching with, which is
apparently
if you're a certain person who shall not be named and don't like to actually play your games and just want to watch the story unfold. Who could I be talking about? I'm not sure who that would be. Basically, that's what it's there for, so that you can just turn your brain off and run through it.
More power to you, but
if you want to, the option's there. But I simply think you're crazy to play it that way, but the option is there if you want to. Yeah, let's basically do max damage with every hit.
So I mean, if you play through the first 2, I think you're waiting about a year and a half until the next one, I think.
And to be honest with you, I mean, between Remake and Rebirth, that's a lot of time.
It is, yeah.
You probably got, unless you simply mainline Rebirth, which you would have a hard time then because the late game would get pretty tough if you did that. Mm-hmm. You're probably looking at 120, 130 hours of game there between those 2.
In total, I would say that too. So good. But anyways, before we get off on Final Fantasy, because we're fanboys. So why don't you do your number 5?
I got it up already. I just got to share the image. Hold on. Let's see.
I'm debating.
So my number 5, and actually, Alex, I completely forgot about this game yesterday. So it's not actually, it was not on your list. And I thought about it. I'm like, man, can't believe I didn't say this. It is Chronos: The New Dawn. This is a game that took me completely by surprise, because if you remember, I really didn't have a lot of confidence in it. I love the Silent Hill 2 remake, but I'm like, but they have not proven to me that they can make their own game. Well, they proved it to me in September, because this game is freaking sweet. If you like survival horror, I consider it to be a must play. Good combat, which really surprised me. I kind of thought the combat was going to be clunky and shit, but it actually was pretty good. Interesting story.
Save the cats.
Yeah. I almost won. I missed one goddamn cat.
You were so mad.
I was. It's also one of the last ones, so it's not like I could just replay the beginning and do it again, because it's like most of the way through the game. Also, a surprisingly meaty game. It was pretty long.
It was fairly long.
Like 20 hours, I want to say, is what it took me. That's pretty long for a survival horror game. Not quite as long as RE4 remake, but not much shorter than that.
And it didn't feel like it overstayed its welcome being that long either.
There were a couple late points I thought maybe stretched out a little longer than they needed to, but no, this is a genuinely good game. If I was to score it 1 to 10, saying the IGN scale, I'd be somewhere between an 8.5 and a 9. This is a genuinely awesome game, and definitely comes in at number 5 for me. There was another survival horror game that came out this year that was good, which was Silent Hill F. Silent Hill F might have it on the story front. I think this game in every other way takes it, for me at least, personally. And Hideko is awesome. So the Traveler is intentionally kind of ambiguous and doesn't talk a whole lot until quite late, whereas Hideko obviously talks a lot. But in terms of the actual game, I actually prefer Chronos myself.
Why is this not? I don't want that. I had a picture ready to go, but it's like, why is it small? What the fuck? Well, we're gonna try it anyway.
They all were for me. I had to kind of zoom in on.
All right, we'll try it here. We'll see. So my number 5 is and now it's not. There it is. Is it going to be small? It's going to be small. Whatever.
I saw your shirt. I'm like, I'll bet you that's going to be in there somewhere then.
Yeah, no, that's not doing anything.
You got to zoom in at the bottom. What? Jesus, you're going to give me a stroke here. See the bottom? There you go.
There we go. I know, it makes it all pixelated. Jesus Christ.
It does. Yes, it does.
Whatever. So my 5th one is probably going to be Dune Awakening. I thought I'm not a huge survival building type of person, but this one really, I shouldn't say scratch that itch, but I thought it did it really well. especially with the storyline in it. The story was really good. What? Okay, Nicole. Okay,
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
All right. You know what? It's all the potatoes.
You're the more tech savvy than me, and you couldn't even.
I know. Well, that's why when I had it up, I was like, this isn't gonna work. But I really liked the story. I need to get back into it because they've had a couple updates for story and stuff. I thought the story was really good. The classes were cool. The way they did the world of Dune or Arrakis was super well done, with the sandstorms and the sandworms and stuff. Really liked it. A lot of fun. Probably for me, probably just like an 8 is probably what it should be scored, but I just really liked it because I'm a Dune fanboy, I think.
Yeah, it does seem like you have to like Dune, or else there's not much.
I would say yes. You have to like, especially to like the story and stuff, because the story is very, very Dune. So, yep, that's probably my 5th. And just to randomly throw it out there and to make Silken It happy, I almost put Ball Pit as 5. So just that was a really good indie game. That's my indie game of the year.
So my number 4 will kind of surprise anybody that talked to me for a while. But what's interesting is there are really, from this point forward, my list, the next 4 games, probably just about any other year would be a strong candidate, if not an outright walk away with game of the year. It's just these all happen to come out. But for me, number 4, it's Ghost of Yotei.
Okay.
If you remember, at first I was a little down on it. Sorry for the PS5. I couldn't find a good one of the cover art without the damn PS5.
Gross. Talking about old man, Jesus.
But yeah, like, wow, you old man. I wasn't making this image. I just couldn't find a good one that didn't have the PS5 part of it.
Oh Christ.
Yeah, so like I was a little down on it at first because it doesn't start at base level as well as Tsushima does. Tsushima does a better job of starting you, like in terms of difficulty, right? Like you're Tsushima, the enemies start real low with you and then kind of go up with you, whereas here you start kind of here and they start here. Yeah. Then they kind of increase quicker than you do. So it gets to the point where it does get to be good there. But at first, since you don't have to, like in Tsushima, a lot of the certain things you like, certain abilities, right? You have to unlock. Whereas some of those you start with in Yotei. So if you know how to play Tsushima play the Ghost series, as I obviously did, having played Tsushima, the early game is very easy and you can really just steamroll enemies. And that kind of bothered me. But when you start to really focus on the targets, I guess you would call them, it does start to get a lot better. Like I finished the Oni one, and that was actually a very, very good story string, I guess you would say. The Kitsune has been less so. That I'm basically fighting him now, and he was a massive step down as compared to the Oni. The Oni looked much cooler. Like he's a big samurai warlord guy with a big broken half his mat. He looks awesome. Kitsune just kind of lame, but but it does do certain things a lot better than Tsushima as well. Like I kind of like how by most, I mean the vast majority of even your side content actually does feed into the actual story. Whereas in Tsushima, you had your main story, you had your, what do they call them, like tales or whatever, with like the people that join with you that feeds into it, and everything else was like fully separated and had almost nothing to do with it. Here, the vast majority of what you play does actually tie into, in some way, Atsu's quest to take down the Yotei 6. My biggest criticism of all might be, I still say it was a huge mistake to make it that you kill the snake, which is one of the 6 members, immediately. Like immediately in the game. It's how it actually opens. That was a mistake because you don't learn, like you learn about the other ones as you're going and kind of what their roles were and stuff like that. They should have, even if they started you on a narrow progression to get to the snake, you should not have immediately started by killing him.
Yeah.
So, but very good game. many other years, this would be a heavy contender for Game of the Year, and it was a contender, but it was pretty clearly not going to win. I mean, even I would say it probably finished fourth in voting amongst what most of the contenders were. In most years, this would be like no lower than like second. It's just there was a couple big ones, like I said. So, but yeah, good game.
Yeah, I was thinking about adding that, but I haven't played it enough because, like you, I fell off because it felt too easy. And
stick with it. It actually gets way harder.
Yeah, and that's what everybody says too. So I was like, I know I have to play it, and I know I will probably really like it. But like I said, I couldn't put it on a list or anything because I honestly just haven't played it enough. So I will get to it at some point.
Beautiful game too, for sure.
It is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Let me just do this. Will this work? Maybe this will work. I'm going to try and not be an old man here. So my number.
Just share the webpage.
No. Okay. So my number 4 is Chronos.
Okay, so we did actually both have that. I said if there was something that crossed both of us, it would be that.
I was excited for this. Just because it looked kind of Dead Spacey, and I just love horror games. And this one did catch me by surprise at how good it really was. The combat, the difficulty. Well, the difficulty, while it was difficult, it had a good fine line of like, yes, you can beat this if you just try it a couple times, or it wasn't murderous on you. You just had to plan about. I thought the story was really cool. Taking people's thoughts, and if you got rid of those thoughts, you would lose some skill type of thing.
I do wish they did a little bit more with the. I forget what that was called.
I forget what it's called too, but it wasn't much. So, but like you said, I really wish it was.
Because that's like a genuinely like fairly dystopian idea, which I like.
Super cool. Graphics were awesome. The set pieces were phenomenal. In that, I took so many screenshots in that game. I loved it. Saved all the cats. I didn't leave any of them behind. But fantastic game, and it definitely cemented for me that Bloober team going forward is definitely one to watch out for.
Yeah, no, they have.
It wasn't just a knockoff for Silent Hill 2 type of thing.
Yeah, I genuinely believe whatever the guy's statement is, which says we're done making shitty games. Because
he was very straightforward.
They have made 2 great games, so I believe him now.
Yeah, they clearly finished or
I
found.
I have not read Beast. I only finished the first, but I did watch the third ending.
I did watch the third because I was like,
I do know what actually happened.
As much as I love the game, I was like, I'm not playing another 20 hours or whatever it was.
Right.
Just because I just don't have the time. But so I did watch, and I do love what they did. So yeah, that's my 4th.
I was not ready. Sorry, I have the picture. Hold on, I have the picture. I just didn't have it up. Okay.
You know what's sad? Speaking of Chronos, and I don't have it on my list, and I'm sad about is I'm sad I don't have Silent Hill F on there. I'm sad.
Alex had it at, I think it was number 6 on his list yesterday, but
yeah.
So
I love the setting and everything, but the combat, I just cannot wrap myself around it.
I agree. The more mechanically, the combat is actually good, or not good. It's adequate enough.
It's adequate enough.
Doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it
goes nowhere.
Yeah,
there's not enough enemy types, and it.
Yep. I will play it through at some point. It's just, and I just feel bad because I was hyped for that game, and I think I overhyped myself, I guess, but not a terrible game. Just it's not what I wanted it to be, which is fine. But anyways, go ahead.
Number 3 for me. Again, like I said, from this point forward, we're talking all games that would in most years be pretty heavy contenders for Game of the Year, and this one was, but to my knowledge, it actually hasn't won any. Death Stranding 2.
Which I'm surprised it hasn't won. I haven't played the game, but
it may have.
Seeing,
you know how Sony have their Obama giving Obama the award. Being like they have their own awards. It actually may have won there. I can't remember, but that's the only place if so.
Yeah.
But this is a great game. Almost every almost every element of it is an improvement over the original. So Alex and Paul were talking about it yesterday, and what they said I do agree with, though, which is since it almost picks up, well, story-wise, it does pick up right after the first one ends. Well, not right after, but it's obviously not long after. But even like gameplay progression, it almost does pick up pretty quickly after the first one ends. So whereas in the first one, it took you a long while of walking and all that stuff to start to get your machines to move,
right,
or your guns, all that stuff. You get them pretty early in this, which is both an advantage and a disadvantage. I mean, I don't know if I wanted to play through the first 10 hours of Death Stranding 1 all over again. So
again, yeah.
but he did definitely take some of the criticism to heart, which is interesting because Kojima doesn't often do that. And did add a lot more mechanical depth to the combat and stuff like that in this. It's still way too easy, but I guess when you are a character who by the stories thing can't really die, that's kind of part of it. But nevertheless, very good. I remember when it was first announced that it was in Australia, I'm like, I don't know if I like that, but that actually does work well because they did a lot with that setting. Whereas I would argue they maybe didn't do quite enough with the United States as the setting for the first. But very good. I mean, obviously it's got masterful like cutscene direction and all that stuff. I mean,
yeah,
it's obviously what there's no way the industry is even close to him when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But so very, very, very solid game.
Nice. Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. I feel like even though I haven't played it, that it should have won more awards like best direction and stuff like that.
It absolutely should have won best direction.
What I've seen, it's just
the fact that it didn't win best direction
gorgeous.
is insane because it's what the game is. It's like one direction, like nonstop. That's insane that it didn't win that. But
yeah, what are we on 3?
We are on 3. That is correct.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go with. Where am I? I'm gonna go with Battlefield 6 for me for 3.
Okay.
Closed it. Yeah, Battlefield 6. I am a huge, always been a big Battlefield fan.
I know what your number 2 is now.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure I know what your number 2 is.
Yeah, ever since 1942 came out, I have been a Battlefield fanboy nonstop. Except 2042 was a bit, got fleshed out, but it was a little bit too late in the game for it to be fleshed out. I absolutely love this one. I think it's kind of going back to its roots type of deal. They've made some great improvements with squad and how reviving works, and it just the feel of only the catchphrase only in Battlefield.
You're right.
There is something going on in Battlefield.
I don't know how they did it, but they did
constantly. And it's not
there's always a Battlefield moment going on somewhere.
Yeah, it's not even it's not even like map related and timed. It's
somebody driving a vehicle somewhere.
A chopper going by, a plane screaming by and bombing. It is constant. There is no downtime in Battlefield. It is constant. So I love that. The leveling system, classes, the weapons all feel good once you play around with them enough. And it's just one of those, just a fun game to play with people and just have a good time.
I do think they need to get to work on getting some extra maps, though. We need some.
They do, yeah. I think it's been. I mean, they came out with like 2, but now it's quiet, and
it's time to start having one team making new maps and one team starting to implement older maps into this game because we need honestly double what we have right now. Like, there's just not enough maps.
We need bigger maps too. Mm-hmm. I know that's a lot of complaint from people, so I'm sure we're getting them. I know they were supposed to have the new battle pass and stuff within like a couple like a week or 2, but now it's getting pushed further, so that's not the best news, but I'm guessing it's because they are making a lot of changes and hopefully fixing some gripes that people have. But from what I've heard, it's one of the games that also launched fantastic. There wasn't really any bugs with it that I saw. It runs great even on console. It looks phenomenal. So yeah, just a really fun game to even just randomly put on, but just to play with some friends.
It is a shame that the campaign is so ass, though.
The campaign is ass. Yep. Which, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't the reason you buy Battlefield, but you kind of wish
Right.
they would have done a little better than what they did.
Yeah. But yeah, wasn't very, very good. I think I only played it for like the first 2 missions. I was like, I'm not wasting my time. I'm going back in and, healing people, rezzing people and rockets and all this stuff. Yeah. Just
the second mission was better than the first one. I'll say it. The first mission was terrible.
Yeah.
But the mission in Gibraltar was at least decent.
Yeah. But even like all the classes feel good. Mm-hmm. Like, there are some that I don't like playing as much, but they all feel good. So
I will say, and it's just a random question, but do you prefer the 4-class system or the 5? There used to be 5 systems or 5.
I think I prefer 4. 4 is good for me.
See, I prefer 5. I kind of wish that medic was healing but not providing ammo, and the support was providing ammo.
I do wish that was like I wish that was like healing was just heals, support was just ammo. I do wish that the fact that I can heal and ammo, it feels a little bit too
it almost makes the medic too useful, actually.
Exactly, yeah.
And this is as someone who plays as a medic almost nonstop. It's like, I can help far too much compared to everybody else.
I think the engineer or support or whatever should be the engineer should have ammo and rename it or something.
Instead of having the mines or whatever, they should give them a ammo box to drop.
Yep. But yeah, like you said, it does make the medic feel a little overpowered, but yeah, well.
So my number 2, which should surprise absolutely nobody, but apparently it's going to surprise Silkinit because he said he expects no indies. Well, there's an indie for you right there, baby. There's an indie for you right there. Shaw, sons of bitches.
All I see is a black screen.
Well, yeah, that's true. I guess I should tell you this is Hollow Knight. This is Hollow Knight Silk Song. I realize you can't see it. It's probably like a black hole in your vision right now. Yes, I have not finished it. Get off my ass. There, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. It's not from playing it, man. I'm stuck. What do you want me to tell you?
Throwing shade. Silkinit is throwing shade tonight.
He is, man. He is.
So did he ever say what he got for food? Maybe it's something spicy.
No, he didn't actually.
Jeez. Oh God.
But yeah. I mean, in damn near every single way imaginable, it's an improvement over the first, which was, in my opinion, the best Metroidvania of all time. Now, I'm not going to say this is until I've actually finished it, but up to where I have played, it is superior in damn near every way. So, my biggest complaint about it is that you motherfucker got to play it hours before I did, and that is just not right.
That was funny. It was funny that I was like, I specifically like bought it on like Twitch or whatever, or Switch, because that's where I was going to play it anyway.
Well, you called off of work that day. I was at work. That was the problem.
I think, because I was like sick or something. I can't remember. But I was like, no, I'm going to deliberately play this just to send a picture to Rick and piss him off. Speaking of, I will
lie, it did. I sat at work. I was like, motherfucker.
Speaking of that, I will say, and it was at the beginning of last year, Ender Magnolia for Metroidvania.
Yeah, that was a great game.
Amazing. A super, super, super amazing game. So for Metroidvania, that was probably my pick.
In probably 2052, I can probably expect to get my limited run games thing, which I should have had the goddamn Japanese version. But thanks, PlayAsia. That was one of about 4 games that you screwed me on that I pre-ordered. Then you said last minute we couldn't actually source this.
You had a bad run with PlayAsia this year.
That
or last year.
Well, that was technically the year before. Well, the game came out last year, but I pre-ordered the year before, so I guess we can count it as last year. But also the Yakuza 20th or 25th, whatever the hell number it is, anniversary edition. They screwed a lot of people on that one. There's a lot of people they really screwed over.
Where is this waifu Metroidvania? Also, I see Silksong in the background of you, sir.
You do actually, yes. I don't remember if I already showed these.
No, not that.
Oh yeah, well, I'll point to that in a minute. But yeah, I got the Nendoroids of both Hornet
Nice.
and the Knight. I know it looked like blank, like I was holding up nothing, but I actually was holding up cool little figures. But yes, actually you can't see it super well the way I have the camera right now. But let's see.
That Gotama and Academy looks kind of decent, actually. Silking it. The blanket, nice.
Yes.
I've never heard of it either. Apparently, it came out the 14th, just 2 days ago. So
Kotama
and Academy Citadel.
Let's look here. Might be.
Looks pretty decent.
Yeah, I never heard of that one.
Let's see. Got some good effects.
Let's see if I recognize it.
Good physics.
Oh, never mind. I have seen this. I didn't realize it was out yet. Yeah, I saw Noisy Pixel talking about this. I didn't know it was a waifu game.
There are a few Metroidvania games coming out this year that look good. I can't remember the name of them, but they do look good.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we're on 2.
Is it worth $18 soaking it?
Of course it is. Physics alone. Physics alone, sir.
What do you mean physics? Is there jiggle physics in it? Is that what you're getting at, or what?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
If so, I'll buy 2 copies.
Let's see. So for my number 2, Arc Raiders.
Yep. When you picked Battlefield, I knew what number 2 was.
This game took me completely by surprise. I had no interest in it. I had heard about it, but that was it. And then there was like a free play weekend before, like 2 weeks before it came out, and I played it. I'm like, this is okay. This is pretty good. And I was like, I'll buy it, just see what it's, see how it is. It has taken over me hardcore. I think I have 150 hours in it now, I think. Yeah, it's just, I don't know what it is about it. Like I feel like I have to play it. I have to play the game. I'll get off of it after doing like a couple rounds and be like, okay, I have to play something else. I'll sit on the couch, I'll boot a game up, I'll play it for 10 minutes, and I'm like, nope, I'll go back. And I go back to Arc Raiders. The game loop is so good. It runs fantastic. It looks fantastic. And thankfully, they did come out and say that if you don't shoot people, you get put into servers of people that don't shoot each other, type of thing. So the gameplay with people and how friendly they are, and just the stupid things that people come up with, and the camaraderie and banter that comes along is just so good. Like I had actually seen on social media that some guy did it, but then I actually saw him in game do it. So I was like, oh, cool, it's famous. But there's a guy at the Exfil who has a guitar, and he brings in loot that he's looted before, and he puts it on the ground, and he's just sitting there playing the guitar, and he's like, hey, I'm the Raider trader. And as you walk up, he's got like things, and he's like, I'll trade you this for whatever's in your loot and this and that. It's just such a good community. You do get a few of the PvPers, which it's what it is. So I don't know why people get so mad about that.
The people crying about people playing.
I don't understand it.
It's one of the
really
funniest
don't.
things. It's like this just proves to me why.
Yeah,
like,
I don't understand.
It proves to me why there's people playing this game that shouldn't be playing this game.
Yeah, and I've seen people argue. They're like, well, it was originally a PvE game like 3 years ago.
It's not now.
3 years ago. It's not now. Red Beast. I want to play Arc Raiders, but I'm worried about the black hole effect. My buddy has 400 hours and sounds like you describing it. Yes, it might not consume you like other people, but for me, I have to. They give you 60 days to do a season. I did my season in like 2 days because I had the weekend off. I didn't have anything planned, and I just hit it hard. I think Rick had like texted me after I did it. He's like, "Did you like play Arc Raiders for like 14 hours yesterday?" And I was like, "Fucking probably."
Yeah, it was like a Saturday. Every time I'm like, he's still playing Arc Raiders. What is going on here?
But yeah, there are some people that are PvP. But like I said, if you don't engage in PvP, you don't get put in those lobbies. Yeah, there are some times that it happens, but if you don't religiously do that, most of the time you don't get attacked.
I'm also amazed that anybody could possibly want the game to not have that, because like
if the game didn't have that,
where did this whole concept originate from?
Yeah,
the Division,
right?
The Dark Zone.
The whole
Dark Zone would be the most boring thing ever if it wasn't for the fact there is a possibility somebody could shoot you and take your shit. That is what made it interesting.
Your shoulder. You're always looking over your shoulder. Even if people are friendly and you're hanging out with a group of people, you are waiting for that, like, are they going to stab me in the back type of thing.
Yeah.
And if that wasn't there, I definitely probably wouldn't play.
It would take any and all like interest out of the game.
All the excitement and of like, oh, cool. Because the Arc, they're dangerous, but you can easily get around them. Mm-hmm. You can, you can easily form a plan to kill them. So exfilling with stuff doesn't feel like it would be that like, oh my God, I did it type of thing. Whereas now, if you escape and stuff, it's, there's always like, there's a chance that you might die. So always be sweaty. Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, so and honestly, like Red Beast said, a game that grabs you, it's been a long time since a game has grabbed me like this. Probably like, I would say honestly, probably like World of Warcraft, like level of grabbing me.
I can already tell you're full of shit. Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate I only have Baldur's Gate I only have like 70 hours in.
Oh, okay. That's not actually what I thought you meant. I thought you meant.
Oh, I see. No,
like it was all you wanted to do.
Yeah. No, I mean Baldur's Gate was. Oh God, Baldur's Gate was so good, so good. A Rebirth as well, type of thing. Yeah. But yeah, Arc Raiders is something that I can see me playing years, type of thing. So, yeah. As long as they don't fuck it up and get greedy type of thing. The developers have been really awesome with it. Their pricing for skins and stuff has been fair. They're giving away free stuff. Their updates have been a little bit slow with like cheating and map shenanigans, but they also came out and were like, hey, we gave our like developers a bunch of time off during Christmas and New Year's. So like, I can't blame them. And I don't think they thought it was going to take off as much as it did. I don't think anybody did. But yeah. That's my second.
Go ahead and put up our number one.
All right.
If you don't have it, I do.
I got it. I think I got it.
We know it's the same one. So.
Actually.
You don't have it ready. All right. I'll bring
No. You wait. You just wait right there.
I will not wait.
No.
Because I'm very hungry right now, or whatever the fuck he says.
No, I've got it right here.
We're waiting.
I did have it right here.
All right, I'm taking over.
No. Aha. So this was Rick's game of the year.
You son of a bitch! That is not what I thought you were going to put.
He liked this game
so much you were
that
so
he platinumed it. I just want everybody to know he's liked this game so much that he platinumed it. He doesn't stream games. He streamed Mind's Eye to the masses.
I want to be very clear about something here. I streamed other games much more than I streamed Mind's Eye. I streamed Mind's Eye for an hour and a half. I streamed the entirety of Last of Us 1 and 2. So
I didn't say that.
I'll give you your props though. That was funny. I did not expect that.
And it took me so long because I was like,
I was wondering, like, I genuinely have no idea how I didn't make this connection, because I'm like, why is he so adamant that he does it? And I was like, as soon as you did that, I was like,
I literally just thought of doing it.
I should have seen that coming a mile away.
I did find a proper picture for fucking Mind's Eye. God damn it. But no, in all seriousness, both our game of the year, as it should have won everywhere place else. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Bravo, Warhorse, bravo.
Damn it, Silken. That's not what I said.
That's fantastic.
I did.
It is my third most streamed game of all time.
I have also streamed Rocket League, to be fair, but it was in a Discord. It was not to a Twitch channel.
Oh my god, these words are fighting words right now. Oh my god.
I quit everything.
Sacrilege.
And I want to stress, yes, I platinumed Mind's Eye. I did not try to platinum Mind's Eye.
I was going to say, from what I've heard, if you just play the game, you get a platinum.
Basically, so long as you get all the weapons and get enough headshots, it pretty much happens. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I had no idea I was going to get it. I just finished the game and I saw the thing pop, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a platinum. I was like, motherfucker, I did not want to platinum this game.
The best thing was, too, is when you got the platinum, it was like the first thing of New Year's. Like, you texted me at like 12:06 or something.
Fucking like 10 is when I got it. I was trying to finish it to keep it in 2025. And I didn't, because the damn last level is so fucking long.
I thought Rick was, messaging me like, "Hey, Happy New Year's." Nope, I platinumed Mind's Eye, and I'm like, "That's the first thing you did in 2026."
No, I did not say that. I said it's fucking done. And then you were the one that noticed it was a platinum trophy because I did not want to draw attention to that. And you were like, "Is that a platinum I see?" And I said, "Unfortunately, it is."
The first thing you do in 2026. It's only up from here.
So I want to emphasize something, and. Most people are going to know what I'm referencing, but some might not. If anybody tries to tell you that this game is worth $30, number one, never read that person's reviews. And number two, that person is not your friend, and you should cut them out of your life very quickly.
They will backstab you.
I paid $20 for this as an intent of doing it as content for the channel.
Because I want to be the loser.
I did, to be fair. I never picked it up. I didn't do it. I'm tempted to email Amazon and be like, "I think you owe me $30 for buying this game." They should pay me $10 for taking it off their hands.
Yeah. A Mind's Eye blank. To be fair, Nicole, I was seriously thinking about getting him some type of Mind's Eye Christmas present. Nobody sells anything Mind's Eye.
There's a reason for that. There's one person in the fucking world like that game. One. And we know who it was.
I went on even those shitty AI we sell anything websites and stuff, and there was nothing.
Sometimes you got to cut your losses, right?
I was like, I can't even buy him a meme present. It's so fucking bad.
One person really, I mean, there were plenty of other clearly fucking like paid reviews online that were like, I can't say plenty. There were some that were pretty clearly like not trustworthy reviews. We know one person who genuinely liked the game, which brings everything they think into question, as if everything else they have said does not bring their opinions into question. But
yeah,
I'm not going to go into that.
Anyways, back to the
genuinely one of the worst games I've ever played. Yes,
Kingdom Come 2. Where do I even start?
I know where to start. I know where to start. Genuinely, and this is not just glazing. The game genuinely propels the Western RPG forward. Mm-hmm. This is the only game. I mean, obviously, Bethesda made some pretty legendary games in the past, but in the recent times, this is the only game that has even remotely come close to competing with Witcher and Cyberpunk in terms of quality for a Western RPG. Yeah.
It's just, even before getting into gameplay and stuff like that, the technical aspect of it, the size and scope of it, and this is another game too that launched flawlessly. It just played.
It had some bugs, but like for what it is, it was extraordinarily
crazy.
Yes.
The world was super well built with like characters that even like your random NPC in a pub or a tavern felt like they were doing something.
Some of the very best writing I've ever seen in a game. Actually, on their episode yesterday, so both Paul and Alex had it as an honorable mention, which was like stabbing me in the eye that it didn't even make the top 10. But nevertheless, But Paul said something.
Hold on.
What?
Not even in the top 10.
I'm not going to get into it.
All right.
But okay. Paul said something that I want to emphasize. I strongly disagree with what he said. I have no idea if he watches the show or not, but if he does, he said something about the side quests not being good. Paul, I can't disagree with you more on that. I think this game has some of the best side quests ever. So I don't know what game he played, but he didn't play this one.
Like you said with The Witcher 3, the side quests...
Yes. Witcher, Cyberpunk, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2
their side quests are better than some mainstream games
I've ever seen in a game.
Yeah.
Still going to get out of trading, so I don't think you count.
Yeah, only 4 hours now. The game really picks up. I mean, I like
maybe
it from
10,
the start.
Maybe 10, and which it's not one of those where you have to play 1 hours. I mean, this is a massive game. So 4 hours. I mean, you played a drop in the bucket.
4 hours. Yeah. I think I have on the PlayStation. I think I have like 65 hours, and I barely touched the story. I got to the second phase.
Well,
but
you touched it more than you think you did, because I don't know if you looked at the percentage. When you get to the second,
that's true.
When you get to, I don't know what the map is called, but it's the one with Kuttenberg in it, obviously.
Yeah.
You at the story are at 70%.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
I just know Kuttenberg. There's so many side quests.
There's an extraordinary amount of shit in the second map.
Yeah.
So you can easily get to that 70% and grind it to a complete halt.
Yeah.
And not touch it again for another 200 hours.
It's so friggin' good. And the voice acting and writing is phenomenal. It even though it's my game of the year and such, the fact that no one was nominated for voice work on this,
Tom McKay 100% should have been
absolutely criminal.
Because if you played the game, you know damn well how good his voice acting is. And in this case too, it is a matter of he had to play a Henry that is very, very different depending on how you play it. If you play like you're fine upstanding, he's one guy. If you play the fucking evil Robin Hood that you played, he's a very different guy too. So like he had to play a pretty big range for this character, and he nailed all of it. Like I'm not saying he should have necessarily won, but not even getting a nomination is honestly dog shit. Like it pretty wild. Much it took the entire voice actor category and made it irrelevant in my opinion. I'm not saying Mael shouldn't have won, but it didn't matter. Since he didn't get a nomination, it didn't even matter anymore.
Yeah. But I loved it was the same type of leveling system as the first one, where just the more you do with something, the better you get.
But like another thing, I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting you off.
Go.
This game does a better job than any game I've ever played in terms of layering its systems and how every system connects to another system. And I thought of this because of what you just said. I didn't even know this, but I was listening to Defining Duke, and Maddie was saying how he played it. I was like, that's brilliant. He was walking around like super over encumbered. It was increasing his strength stat by doing that. I'm like, that's amazing. Like it's so smart. It is so like that. Smart.
Yeah, it's just phenomenal. And like you say, you can play it as like a noble, fucking evil Robin Hood, which is like what I was doing.
And you were killing random people on the street just to take their bow.
Was awful. It was awful. I kept sending clips to like Discord, and people were like, "What? Are you all right over there?" And I actually, like I said, I was playing it on PS5 Pro, which it runs great, looks great.
I was, if you remember when it was coming out, I was conflicted where I wanted to go, and I did go PS5 Pro, and I'm very happy I did actually.
It's phenomenal.
I think I do prefer the combat on a controller as opposed to mouse and keyboard in this case. So I'm actually quite happy with making that choice.
Yeah, it's to be honest, I think it's one of the best showcases if you have a Pro to be like it looks good, runs good.
It and Shadows are probably the two biggest examples, I would say.
And then I did rebuy it on PC when it was on sale over like Christmas vacation and stuff, and it's just just as gorgeous on there. Runs great. It's just such a good game with the story and everything. I love it. I love it. Love it.
Yeah, I really like. The combat's a little contentious. A lot of people don't like it. I personally love it.
I can see where you wouldn't though.
It takes a lot of getting used to. We both played the first game, so we kind of knew what was going on.
Right.
If you come in cold to this, you gotta just. It's not just to make excuses for, but you gotta stick with it because it's
Yep.
so different and it controls so clunky until you kind of wrap your head around it.
Yep.
Actually, it is way more streamlined as compared to the first,
Mhm.
which
Oh, for sure.
both a good thing because it does far more often. It does what you want it to do, whereas the first one could be obnoxious at times.
Yeah.
But at other times, it's like, man, I also do miss the ability to like attack from below and stuff like that since they took that out. Yeah, so that's probably a good so here's kind of what I was getting at, like
especially on the first game
with Clint and I having both played the first game. So something you learned fairly early in the first game is you can't play it like Skyrim. You can't be like, okay, now I have free reign, I'm just going to go out and wander. You really do have to progress the main story because, and again, this is Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, because you cannot properly learn how to fight until you get to a certain point in the game, whereas the story, Henry gets trained in combat. From that point forward, then you can do whatever.
Yeah, you're just a bumbling.
You should still progress a little bit further until at least you get your horse, but you can wander around if you want. However, you can never get good at combat. You can never do any of the even remotely, not even advanced, but the even basic techniques until you get to that point.
Yep.
Us having got to that point and dealing with the significantly more clunky version of the combat made it that when we played 2, we were actually able to do it pretty effectively, pretty early. And that's just, I'm not saying that's an okay thing. I'm just saying it's why it works so well for us. But me personally, I have also always really appreciated what they try to do with the combat, where they try not to make it Skyrim, where you're just swinging wildly. Yeah. And the whole point is to try to use actual, proper, real sword fighting techniques that they would have used in that time, because that is what they do. Riposting actually isn't that OP. What's really overpowered, so I don't even use it very often, is the Master Strike. When you learn the Master Strike, it makes the combat trivial from that point forward.
It's almost to the point of like, I'm not going to use it this fight because it's just it is.
Basically, I think I set a personal limit for myself that I can use it one time per combat encounter or something like that.
Yeah, or if you want to get through a bunch of peons real quick or something.
Right.
But otherwise, you can just wipe out people left and right. But as you said,
now, Soken, to be clear, you absolutely do not have Master Strike because it's a long way far from where you are.
No.
But when you
have to be leveled up to learn Master Strike.
It almost is cheap once you learn it.
Yeah.
But that's what I was going to get at, is one of my primary criticisms of the game, and this would not be for everybody. I think this is more for people who played the first game, is it is really easy. At first it's very hard, but then it does get very, very easy. Whereas the first game was just really freaking hard almost the whole way through, right? like almost frustratingly. But that was the point. It was meant to be like, you can't get into big combat because you're not a soldier. Well, you're much more of a soldier in this one. So they intentionally made you stronger, but it also at the same time, then once you get even decent equipment, it almost trivializes the combat, even if you don't use Master Strike. However, it does get tougher in the second map. I did notice that. Like, the enemies are tougher in the second map than they were in Trotsky.
Yep.
One thing I wish they did is, so when they released the hardcore mode, I don't know if you noticed or not, they made a lot of changes to how the enemies even function in hardcore mode. Like, they're much more aggressive. They're more likely to attack you 2 at a time, as opposed to like the old Assassin's Creed waiting their turn.
Right, 1 at a time. Yep.
I wish there was an option to pick things about hardcore to run in standard mode, but you can't.
That'd be sweet.
It's either hardcore mode or it's not, and it's like,
that'd be cool.
That's kind of a bummer, but
that I'd be down with that.
No, I agree. So it's not a great training. It worked for us because we knew we already knew what we were doing. But I do agree with you that it's not a good training if you don't know how to play. And unfortunately, I do think that's why some people that are maybe onboarding onto this one don't like the combat, because they don't teach it to you very well. Like, it has a good training to begin with, but the training is not so good on the combat system.
Yeah, and plus, like I think you had mentioned too, when you first are starting, you're like new, so like 1 or 2 swings from your sword and your stamina is like gone.
Yeah.
So
and something the game does not tell you is your stamina is everything in this game.
Oh yeah,
even more than it is in like a Dark Souls game, because the health system also works around your stamina. So long as you have stamina, you don't take damage, which is a little weird. But whenever your stamina goes down, though, now when you get hit, you start to take damage, and when you take damage, you take a lot at a time.
Yep.
So it's all about keeping your stamina up.
What a great game. What
I
a
love it.
great
Yeah, I love
game.
it.
So
I'm
good.
glad. I'm glad it's done well, and it did get reviewed well from the people
Oh yeah, it's done well and stuff for
reviewed it without trying to be activist pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Which, let's be very clear, Eurogamer were activist pieces of shit.
That was
You can
insane.
tell within
That was
5 minutes of
insane.
reading it because all they could talk about was Daniel Vavra and what his opinions were.
Yeah.
Which has nothing to do with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So I don't know why that would be in there, right?
I don't know.
And look, I'm not saying it would have won Game of the Year, other places, right? But it's very curious that it was in so few Game of the Year nominations, right? It wasn't IGN's, so credit to them. It was in the Game Awards. I showed you, was it Inverse had the top 25 RPGs of 2025, and it wasn't on there. It's like, yeah, I wonder why that might be.
And
I wonder why that might be. Like,
I think Rolling Stone
that was the other one. You're correct.
Yep.
They picked games that weren't even new games. They weren't even remakes. Yeah. Like I have no issue with Tales of the Sky being in that because that is a remake. They had fucking Final Fantasy Tactics in there. It's not the Final Fantasy Tactics doesn't deserve to be there, but it's a remaster.
Yeah, and it wasn't.
And this
that
wasn't
much
in the
of
list.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you have no credibility now. You have none. If you cannot get past your activism bullshit, you have no credibility. And again, I'm not saying you should have won necessarily. It wins for me, but doesn't mean. But it objectively is part of that list. It is. Yeah. It honestly, objectively, is top 5 game of the year and should have been in every single, like.
Yeah, and just in general,
every single one, it should have been there.
Yeah.
If not, then you just don't have any credibility. Plain and simple. Again, I'm not saying you should have won. That's not what I'm talking. Yeah, absolutely. Well, it was a certain websites game of the year. Not really. It's just a joke that
yeah.
But anyway, so.
Anyways, that's our pick. So I think it's fortune cookie time. Get everybody's. I think you went first last time. I think.
I believe I did.
Either I got a double or this fell out. Oh, I got a double. We got a double.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Let me open this up.
2 fists at a time.
All right. Let's go. We got 2 for 1 here.
Give one. I'll give mine. Then you give the other one. How about that?
All right. Love is a powerful source of energy in bed.
Mine is interesting considering what I'll be doing this weekend. Be prepared to modify your plan. It'll be good for you. How do I modify that, though? I don't know how you modify that.
And then the next one, the respect and help of influential people will soon be yours in bed. Okay.
Or maybe not in bed.
Maybe not.
Maybe we're about to get some celebrities. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. I guess we'll see.
To be clear, this is not a hint. There's no celebrities that I'm aware of that we're getting. But
no, not yet. The year is early.
We're just nobodies.
That's right. We're getting there. Well, folks, that's it for us. Thank you very much for tuning in and chatting with us or listening wherever you're consuming us at. But we shall see you next week. Yes. I think next week should be good. I think.
Yeah, so. I don't know of any reason not. So that should be good.
So we will see you folks next Friday. Thank you very much again, and have a good weekend.
Thanks for.
I think I cut you off there.